So we're in Crete today, Iraklion, Knossos. We are doing an archaeological site, some other guided tour, and a museum, unguided. I haven't had coffee. Let's go! So, hi. I think the best way to do this is through voiceover, as we were on a group tour and it was windy and the tour lasted all day. There was a lot of information that we learned here, but I'm going to try and summarize it here with the clips that I've collected. This is the Palace of Knossos in Iraklion in Crete. This particular palace is the labyrinth home of the Minoans, King Minos, and the legendary Minotaur. One of the 4 major palaces in Crete that are the pillars of the ancient world. The other 3, unfortunately, we couldn't visit on this trip, but one day. The Minoans were a social and peaceful people. From what we learned, they thrived through trade with the Persians, the Egyptians, northern Greece, and other parts of Europe. And they thrived through sports and arts, which both men and women were free to participate before the Olympic Games banned women. This palace was built in 1900 BCE, although I did read that the Minoans as a civilization thrived for roughly 3,000 years BCE. In 1300 BCE, it is speculated that this civilization fled into the wilds. No remains were found here, but the remnants of exploded barrels of olive oil suggest that a fire cleared the area, with the greatest damage maintained in the lower chambers where the oil supply was stored. Being a peaceful people, the Minoans had no army. They had no need. The tale of Theseus from Athens slaying the Minotaur is one that would take way too long to tell in this video, and the religions and relics would need a whole other video for themselves. We got to walk through some of the chambers of the upper quarters of these palaces. The tour guide explained to us that most of this area was just people living their lives. The paintings that went up depicting different sports, depicting different kings, the colors were so vibrant. These colors were some of the ones being traded. From what we learned as well, this area in Crete was not self-sufficient. They had an abundance of marble, which they traded in for gold, other precious stones, paints, spices, and fabrics for, clothing. I was so mesmerized the entire time I was here, and we learned so many cool things about the origins of names of places and the geography of the ancient world. I will leave you with this thought though. The fall of the Minoan civilization took place roughly 1,000 years before the construction of the Parthenon in the Acropolis in Athens. Crete, as a region, is so ancient that back then it was something else entirely. It predates what we know today as classical Greece. And I can't wait to go back. I can't wait to learn more. But this was such a beautiful experience, and I'm so glad we did it. And then we went to Santorini. Okay, good morning. Today we are in Santorini. Oh, hang on, the steps. The famous Santorini steps. Unfortunately, these aren't the ones in all the photos. We're in Ia right now. Actually, there might be, just not on this side of Ia. They're in Thera as well. Thera, one of the two. But I think today is mainly like, a bus tour of all the main cities, and then, stairs. And then we get like an hour or so at every destination, so that'll be fun. I want to go to the museum again. I've been there before. It's got like carvings made out of stone and marble and bronze and stuff from 3,000 years BC, so that'd be kind of sick. I'm just out here trying to not breathe too heavily so you don't judge me. And I'm kind of sad because I lost my glasses on this ship. Hopefully nobody stole them, but they were my blue glasses. They match my whole outfit. And I have my red ones, which do not. Alright. Can I be honest for a second? I think we got on a tour that we probably shouldn't have gone on. Not because we got on the wrong tour or anything. Hang on. Yeah, what I mean by that is, so this is a tour of the highlights of Santorini, but it's showing things like an Orthodox church. I'll show you the church. I'll go up and show it to you. For instance, this is the church. It's an Orthodox church. It's an ancient... No, it's not ancient. That's the thing. It's old, but it's not ancient. So the reason I'm saying we got on a wrong kind of tour is because this trip, it's mainly ancient sites, history, philosophy, all that kind of stuff, what Greece is known for. Santorini has become a tourist city. Hang on. In Greek we call that a warthog. But yeah, like, so they're showing the sights, but they're not really sights. It's a modern city, aesthetic city. I think some people are going to go swim later, but I would have liked... Hang on, we're going back. We were supposed to take photos in front of the church. It's one of those tours, like an actual tourist tour instead of a history tour or a geography tour, an architectural tour. So I think like we're all kind of like what's going on. But we get free time later, which is great because I want to go to the museum in Crete, and that closes around 8 p.m. What I didn't understand the tour guide say about that church is that apparently it helps a lot of poor people, a lot of people that need help. She was talking about an earthquake or a fire that happened in the town. Sorry, there are no road rules here, everyone for themselves. Yes. Yeah, so apparently that church that I showed in the last clip helps when people, like, because this is an earthquake zone, there's a volcano here, tsunamis happen here. So it's a very, like, good place for that kind of stuff. I didn't hear that. I think I zoned out on the two of us. So now we are walking towards the Black Sand Beach. I forgot the name of this town. So Black Sand Beach, I've been here before, it was really sick. So it's black because of the volcano eruption. Most of it's like volcanic ash. It's not toxic or anything, but it's really cool. I don't know if we'll walk on it because I'm in like Converse, but it's really sick.
Something's in the air. I can feel it everywhere. Every color seems to bloom, and there's light in every room. Now that you're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising, I'm waiting people.
Something that definitely sucks about this camera is that I can't zoom out when I look at me. But I wanted to show you the view. So we are now, I think, in the center point of Santorini when you look into the horseshoe. I took photos on the thing that everyone takes photos on. That is a ring of fire. I don't know what that is. I don't know why it's there. One side of Santorini, the other side of Santorini, the volcano. Somewhere there. And the white stones and the other stones and everything. Oh no! Is that our bus, sir? But yeah, on the other side of that damn bus, there's a vineyard. We're about to go into the winery now. I'm pretty sure it's where the ancient Greeks made all the wine for people like the gods and everyone. And the last time I was here, they told me wine for the gods, for the heroes, for the demigods, for the Olympian athletes and everything. And they stretch down like all over Santorini, but this is just, you know, the one we're at. Sorry, where the actual winery is. Those are the vineyards. I know what I'm saying. I feel like I need a... This is where people have those extra long damn sticks. Oh, we're going into the vineyard. Damn. I knew that. Into the winery. I knew that. We're going. I'm not gonna lie, man, this tour is kind of exhausting because I know most of the stuff she's talking about. She's not talking about history, she's talking about like lifestyle, and I know it because I was here before and I learned it then. I've been kind of zoning out. I have a bit of a headache, but wine fixes headaches, doesn't it? Oh,
Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. 'Cause I've been down, down, down. I've been down, so down. And now I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down. Don't let me down.
walking into the part of the city that's very picturesque, but look, people for days. So give me a minute to get somewhere pretty and we'll take some nice, B-roll.
Don't let me down. I'm aiming for the sky. Everyone got stories, so let's start listening. Let the rain wash away the tears that keeps crippling. Now that you're looking up, I can see it in your eyes that lately it's been tough. But now the sun is rising and we're new people. Let's be new people. There's summer. Don't let me down, down, down. Don't let me down, down, down. I wanna be up, 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 so high. 'Cause I've been down, down, down. I've been down, so down, and now I'm done. I'm aiming for the sky. Don't let me down.
Alright, this boat might be hella loud, so bear with me. We went to Mykonos to catch this boy, Delos Tours, to get to Delos, which is an ancient site sanctuary, I guess. And essentially, hang on, I don't know how to use this phone. So Delos is the birthplace of brother and sister gods Apollo and Artemis. So I didn't know this. I thought that it was in Mykonos. It's not. Mykonos was just all of these little islands are in a part of Greece called Kyklades. So some islands you can only get to by going through other islands. This was one of those islands. This is the tour we choose today. Oh, I'm 8 and my tour group is leaving. So this is Delos. I'll be back soon. It's alright, I'm coming. You know when you're trying to film some archaeological sites because the tour guide is giving you information that Google doesn't know because people don't know, and you're quite clearly holding a camera and people keep standing in front of it and giving you looks like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, that keeps happening here. So all I can do is really narrate that these were once rooms. Unfortunately, the information that's been given to us today doesn't exist online because it's still being excavated. It's the largest excavation site in the country. And the people, the French and Greek archaeologists that are coming to research this place can only come twice a year, autumn and spring. It might be worth it for when I actually have more developed tech, like drones and mics and stuff, to come here off season and represent this and do this island justice, because this island has one of the oldest stories, like Apollo and Artemis, the birth of Apollo and Artemis, their mother Leto, her running away from Hera, all of that stuff happened here. And I can't really film it because when I try to stand next to the tour guide, I keep getting nudged. So I'll try and take some photos of this place. It's also like 30 something degrees and we're dying out here. And the museum's closed since COVID, so I'll see what I can do. amongst my whole group, and I think we're going up there. And I don't think hang on one sec. So I spoke to the tour guide and I asked her when was the best time to film. There are too many people here and it's like 35 degrees and it's impossible to hear her and people are yelling over other people. So I asked her when was a good time to film off season. Unfortunately, that map is not, where is it? There. It does not look like a good idea right now. All of this used to be temples and cities and people were living here. This was the center of the Cyclades, and like Mykonos, we learned, was nothing compared to this. This was the center. Santorini was nothing compared to this. Sorry, I had to wait for those people to cross. Yeah, it's just a shame, and I'm a little bit bummed because the same thing happened in Santorini. Well, not the same thing, but a similar thing happened in Santorini. But and in Milo, because we're going to Milos tomorrow, we're going there to swim. We've been on tours every day. Well, there's more people about to go up that mountain. Un momento, por favor. And yeah, I spoke to the tour guide. Did I start this clip by saying that? I did speak to the tour guide, and I did ask her when can I do this, and she's like, it's gonna have to be a completely different production. So I'm thinking everything that I filmed for this whole cruise, every kind of ancient thing, I'm gonna have to skim through and I'm gonna collect snippets and clips of it. Just to kind of, I don't know, if I pick one person's interest, that's enough for me. That's enough for me to show that Greece was an ancient people. It's not parties and drinks, like it hurts the country. It's more value to the tourist and to the country when you see what is really able to be offered. And I feel kind of bummed that I couldn't show that, you know. I'll come back one day with my drone footage, with my cameras, and do an exact, like, thing that I want to do. There are some Roman structures up there as well. I don't know if I caught that. I don't know if you could hear the tour guide. There are some Roman structures that when the Romans occupied the area were built, which is really interesting stuff too. I have no idea about Roman history. All of these ruins here, this is where I was before, where we were walking before. I don't know what all these ruins meant. They could be rooms. From that clip that I showed before, this was the temple, that structure that's trying to keep things together. And this whole area was just rooms and shops and baths and, you know, housing and stuff in this city. This whole island was a city and nobody lives here now. She said 14 people live here throughout the year, in the spring and in the autumn, because that's when they can do the research. So maybe in 20 years, when the research is done, I can show you this island, I can show you this history,